in this question, we have to evaluate the integral from 1 to 4 of x raised to power 3 over 2 all divided by x minus 4 over x dx. Now, for us to do this on a calculator, the very first thing I want to do anytime you are doing performing any evaluation is for us to reset the memory of the calculator. And how can we do that? We press our shift button, then press the 9 button. Now it's asking us that we want to clear all the setup memory or all. We want to clear all, so we press 3, then we press the equals to sign, then we press the AC key. Now that we are done with that, let's now compute our integral. Now don't forget that this is a definite integral. Okay, so you can see the button directly below the alphabet key. So let's press that key there. So you can see that we have the definite integral set up here. Now here it is asking us to evaluate the integrand, okay, of the integral. Okay, now the integrand here is our x raised to power 3 over 2 all divided by 8 minus 4 over x. Now for us to do that, I always advise students to always open and close a bracket anytime you are imputing the integrand. So let's open the bracket and close the bracket, so I can now navigate directly in the middle of the box here. Now if I do that, so here you can see that my cursor is already inside the box. Okay, so now I can now impute my integrand. Here we have x raised to power 3 over 2 all divided by 8. Now for me to do that, I will make sure I have my fraction. Okay, then next I have my variable x. Because we are integrating with respect to x, just know that the default variable anytime you are using your calculator is always x. Okay, so for me to activate the alphabet x button, alright, so here you can see the alphabet button here. So if I press the alphabet button, what do you notice? That means I've already activated the alphabet key. Here you can see that there is a capital letter A directly above this your integral sign. You can see that at this upper bar of the screen you can see A, D and your math. So this A signifies that you've already activated the alphabet button. So once I've activated the alphabet button, if I press any alphabet key here, you will see that the alphabet will come out. So for example, now if I press this key here, you can see that I have my alphabet A, but I'm not interested in alphabet A. I need alphabet X. Again, I'll delete it, then press my alphabet button again, then press my alphabet X. Now once you press your alphabet X, I can no longer see the alphabet directly above this space again, directly above the screen of the calculator again. That means that anytime I want to press my alphabet X, or anytime I want to have my alphabet button, I need to press the alphabet key again. Alright, so once I'm done with that, then I can now press the raised to power key here. So I have raised to power 3 over 2. So we have 3. So for me to have a fraction, that means I need to press the fraction key here. Then after that, I can now impute that 3 over 2 here. So I have 3, then come down here, then put 2. Okay, so once I'm done with that, I can now navigate to this box here. So let's navigate to that box. Oh, we are there. So we have 8 here. So we have x raised to power 3 over 2, then all divided by 8. And here we have minus 4 over x, 4 over x. Okay, so here I now navigate towards this place, then press minus. Here I have a fraction again. I press the fraction key, and I have 4 over alphabet. I press the alphabet button, and I press x. So I have my 4 over x. Now after that, I need to put in my lower limit and my upper limit. So if I press the arrow down, I will just want to find a way in which I can navigate to this box. So once I press the arrow down button, it will navigate to that box, and I have this to be 1. Then for the upper limit, I press the upper navigation key, and that means I have this to be 4. And once I'm done with that, then I can now press my equals to sign. Boom, I have my result, which is minus 3.995, blah blah blah. Now if you should check the option here, you will see that you cannot see anything like minus 3.955 because the calculator is actually using a special numerical kind of integration for for integrating this kind of function. So it may not give you the approximate or the close form of this integral, but you can just quickly use a calculator to test for all these values to see which one correspond to your integral. Now the very first thing you might want to do is to make sure that you write out your answer somewhere, because we are still going to make use of the calculator to see which one corresponds to the answer. So again, we have minus 3.995, minus 3.995. So we have this to be minus 3.995. Okay, so now let's test with our calculator which of these answers correspond to this. So let's add that. Now for the first option, you see that's 1 over 20 minus 4 ln 3 minus 4 ln 4 over 3. So let's impute that. Now here's the fraction. Press your fraction key. So we have 31 over 20. So press the arrow down. We have 20. Then minus 4. So we have 4 ln 3. So we have ln. This is just your ln key. Then press ln 3. Then close the bracket. Then minus 4 ln 4 over 3. Minus 4 ln. So we have a fraction. So that means we press the fraction key. Then we have 4 over 3. Then after that, we can now press our equals to sign. So you can see, boom, we have minus 3.995. Okay, so we have this result. You can even just recall the memory of the calculator. If I press the arrow up, the calculator will bring out the last operation, the last few operations in which I performed on the calculator. So if I press the arrow up button, you can see I have minus 3.9951774. If I press arrow up again, you can see the value of my integral. You can see that means that option A is our correct answer. And if you practice enough with your calculator, you will actually know how to solve very fast with calculator. And if you are to do this with your hand, it will take you approximately to maybe like 3 or 4 minutes with your hand, okay? And you can even make mistakes along the way. But using your calculator, it will take you less than, let's say, 1 minute you are done. So you can see that learning how to use your calculator to solve integration problems is very, very important. Alright, so let's move on to the next question. In this question, we are asked to evaluate the integral from -1 to 0 of x open bracket square root of x plus 1 dx. Okay, the very first thing we might want to do is for us to reset the memory of the calculator by pressing the shift button, then 9, then 3, then equals to, then press AC. Now that we are done with that, we can now press the definite integral key. Okay, so here we open our brackets and close the brackets. Then in the middle here, we input this function. So we have x open bracket square root of x plus 1 close brackets. So we have alphabet x open brackets. You can close the brackets because you want to put in the square root of x plus 1. So let's come back there, then press our square root key. Then after that, we can now press alphabet x plus 1 plus 1. Now that we are done with that, we can press the arrow down button. Then now press our limit of integration, which is -1 for the lower limit. Then press the up arrow button, then press 0. Okay, now that we are done with that, we can press our equals to button. Now it's evaluating that. Then here we have this to be minus 0.26667. Okay, now if you check your option, you cannot see anything like that. Now for us to know which of the one would give us this answer,